Hello, happy people. I had to restart my computer a couple times. I know it was kind of giving me a fit. So how's everybody doing today? Good? Trying to scroll down so I can see this chat. Good, 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 good. Okay, so this is to show some of the things that were available today at the warehouse sale. Keith went up with me, and we left about 6:45 this morning, and I got there about 8:15 or so, and I was about 40th in line. Wasn't as big a crowd this year that I noticed as in years past. Um, I did see Zandra there. She was second in line, so I kind of got to watch her shop. I wasn't the first wave to go in, I was the second. So, in no particular order, yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. In no particular order, just some of the things. And I've been going, I kind of just put a disclaimer here. I've been attending this sale probably for the past 7 years. I've missed 2 years. Last year being one of them because I was in Texas. And so I was really, looking forward to being there and seeing what the new, what they had up for sale. It was $6 a pound, same bucket process as usual, and I found a lot of nice things, so just wanted to share them with you. So they had these District Market tins of cards. This was the only pattern that they had, but it's my favorite because look there. That's the hotel labels paper. So, and I really like these tins. I thought that was really good. They had these Scrapbooker Basics palettes. They also had them in Classic. And when you open this up, it's 4 individual ink pads in those 4 colors, just like that, and they're Ranger ink. So, when I was teaching classes at home, it was really great to be able to put out, a couple of these, and then there was 4 colors on the table. So I picked up one of those. This is the first time I had ever seen stamps at the sale. These are all Studio 490 collection stamps, and I'll just show you what I was able to find. This is the wedding clear stamp collection. Some good things on there. This one's called Nature. Cloud, tree, bird. This one is called Decor. This one is called Dwelling, and I was really glad to find it. Even though it is foam, I'm going to give it a try. With the habitat stuff that I do, I think that'll come in really handy. This one's called Bloom Jumbo. This one is called Chairs. This one is called Back to School. I liked some of the images on that one. This one is called Doodles. Oh, let's let it focus. There we go. Raindrops, curves. And this is the last one. This one is called Domestic. So really, I mean, that was a lot of stamps. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think there was 9 total sets. I mean, that's a ton. Probably the biggest score of the day, and I have packaged this. It did not come this way. But I found 21 different colors of Distress embossing powder. So I'm just going to try and read off the colors. This one is Tattered Rose, Walnut Stain, Dusty Concord, Worn Lipstick, Faded Jeans, Frayed Burlap, Pine Needles, Spiced Marmalade, Fired Brick, Dried Marigold, Broken China, Weathered Wood, Shabby Shutters, Mustard Seed, Aged Mahogany, Milled Lavender, Scattered Straw, Peeled Paint, Tea Dye, Old Paper, and Brushed Corduroy. So 21 different colors. Yeah, which I thought was really great. I mean, you know, I've colored embossing powder for a long time, but you know, it's just nice to have them in the colors, and you know, because of the price is obviously why I got them. Okay, then they did have they had some different kinds of paints. These are the metallic distress paints: tarnished, brass, brushed pewter, and whatever this one is, antique bronze. So they had the metallics, and then they had 3 colors of Jenny Bolin, one of which was fountain pen, which is black, and then one was chili powder, and one was called cough syrup. 2 different reds. So that was kind of interesting. They also had the Claudine Helmuth paints, which I'll get to in a minute. I got several colors of that. Then in what I will call like collective embossing powders from the Adirondack line, and you know, I've been going to the sale for a long time, so I'm kind of more of a more selective shopper any longer. You know, I know what works for me, what I've enjoyed using, and so I mean they had a lot of the melt dye stuff. They had, you know, they had a lot of things that I had gotten in years past but never used. But these were a little bit different, so I thought I would try them out. So the first one, this is gold, and then this is silver. So this is just from the Ranger line. So I figure you can always use those, especially with the holidays coming up. This one I had used in the past. This is copper embossing tinsel, they call it. It's a little bit chunkier, but it is very sparkly. It's very, very pretty. No, I didn't get any flocking. This is just black. but it's a fine detail black, which is why I picked it up. This is from the Adirondack line. It's moss green. It's just a nice green that you could use for spring or for Christmas. This is also from the Adirondack line, and it's called Clay. It's kind of an orangey red, more to the red side. And then I'd never seen this before. This is called Seafoam White. So it's kind of an ivory color, which I thought was cool. Then they had Frosted Crystal from the Antiquities line. So what I like about it, it's kind of a crystally white effect. Then they had something called Embossing Pearl, and this is silver in the Embossing Pearl line. So I kind of want to try that out and just see, you know, what the finish is on that. And then the last one is one I've had before, but it's the holographic. Cool. Yeah, so I thought they were either, you know, standards or something different that I hadn't seen in the past. They also had 2x2 size in memory glass, and they had a lot of the foil tape, more silver than gold, but they had silver and gold, so I got some of that as well. But I thought that was a really nice size, 2x2. They had the small pads of archival ink, and I know things are starting to get, you know, it's a lot of stuff. So this one is called Rose Madder, and this one is Saffron. There also was a light blue and another pink, so there was 4 colors of those. Then something that they had quite a bit of, they had all these ATC sizes of papers. So this one is ATCs in canvas, and each one of these packs is 20 pieces of canvas. They had them in manila, and then they had them in specialty stamping paper. So those were the 3 styles of ATCs size things. And I'm gonna go, they had brayers. This brayer. So I got some of those. They had the burlap panels in the 12x12 size. They're across the room. I did get some of those though. They had this, which was like a chunky canvas. Here's that foil tape. And there's the gold. They had Perfect Pearls style paintbrushes. Oh, here's the other thing that they had. I wanted to show you guys. Sorry, I'm trying not. Okay, they had the Claudine Helmuth paints. I think about 6 colors. They also had Jenny Bolin paint in Chicken Feed yellow. So the Claudine Hellmuth paints, they look like this, and I'm gonna say there was 6 colors. Pinks, greens, couple blues, an ivory, I was shopping for several people, so. Okay, so here's what I found. And here's what I'm going to do with it. This is matte accents. It's just like the glossy accents, you know, but it's in the smaller size bottle. So, you know, I kind of use it like glue. Then they had crackle accents. So if you wanted to have like a crackle finish. And then they had tons of these in individuals, which was sepia accents, which, what do I care if it's brown? It's glue. You know, so I grabbed that. And then the only things that I misjudged when I picked up, I got some Adirondack, this is alcohol ink, it's Cool Perry, it's like a bluey purple, and then this one is a re-inker for Jenny Bolin's number 8 soap powder, so got a whole bunch of that. But outside of that, I mean, that was everything that we picked up. Then on my way home, there is a stamp store in Tuckerton, which is about 20 miles from where I live. And I always try and I like to keep it local if I can. We don't have a lot of we just don't have the scrapbook stores in my local area anymore. But I did stop by there, and I picked up a couple of things because I don't get up that way too often. So let me just take it all out. Okay, so to put this into perspective, this is a small bottle of Glossy Accents. I paid $2.50 for it just now. So $2.50 times 6 is what? 8, 9, 10, about $11. So for the price per pound, I mean by the piece, I did extremely well. So I got 2 of those little Glossy Accents because I have an idea for my staff present this year. They had texture paste. They had 2 different kinds, and since this is kind of new to me and I wanted to give them some business, I figured I would buy it there. This is the Finnabar Art Extravaganza texture paste in white sand, and then this is the Ranger texture paste. So the Ranger is only 3.9 fluid ounces. This is 8.5. This was $7.75. This was $11.99. Since this is so new to me and I'm not utilizing it too terribly much, I mean, this is probably going to last me the rest of my life, but I kind of wanted to try them both out and see what I enjoyed. This stamp store is owned by a husband and wife, and the wife was busy giving a class, and so he was busy being a salesman, and he said, I can't keep this stuff in the store. And it's from Stupendous. It's called A Spoonful of Snow, Embossing Powder and Elements. So basically, they talk about the encrusted jewel technique, but there's no ink required. You just kind of like put it on the paper, heat it from the underside, and it's supposed to stick. I've heard a lot of people like it, so I figured I'd give it a try. This is a new company. It's called Neat and Tangled. They're out of Delaware, so somewhat local to us. And they had all these little packages of sequins, and these are the pearl satin sequins. And I thought, okay, you know, pearl. Then if I get them, I can change the color of them with my Copics. So I tried that. They ordinarily have dyes, very inexpensive there. So this is a Lawn Fawn Thanks dye, and this is a Mama Elephant Hello dye. And they were like, you know, $6 each. And then I found a Mama Elephant stamp set that I have an idea for my staff gift with the glass, and so just some sweet little images, and they were small, which is why I liked them. The penguins, snowmen, it says Merry, Happy Cheer, it's got the North Pole, Warm Holiday Wishes, Merry and Bright from our home to yours. So that was cool. And then I found this little Newton's Nook design stamp, and it kind of reminded me of my Getty. Wishing you a day filled with sunshine. And then also for the project, I got this little memory box. It was on a wood block. It was 35% off. So I thought it was just, you know, cute. Trying to keep it local, trying to help out our local retailers. And it's not that far away, and you know, I wanted to kind of start shopping there again because I'm interested in teaching a class there. So perhaps, if I am lucky, I'll get to do that. The camera just moved on me, and it's being a chowderhead. So, I mean, it's a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So I better get to getting, huh? So I get back home and I'm going through things, and in my brain is Dee Dee's voice going, like with like. I'm glad to hear that your mom's doing better, Eileen. That's great. Yeah, it was great. You know, it's not that far away from me. You know, it was nice that Keith went with me. He was an official bag holder. So I'm going to put together some gift packages, and I was shopping for a couple of people, you know, sort their stuff out, and yeah. So it was a very nice morning, and we were back by 12 o'clock, so that was really great. So that's all I have to share. did get some cards in the mail, so that's cool. And then earlier this week, this was on one of the Daily Deal sites, so I picked that up. I'm having a big Tim kind of day. Oh, that's the other thing that they had too. They had these guys. These little matchbooks from the District Market collection. They're like little paper pads, and they're craft. Yeah. And I was talking with some people online, and there was a lot of first-timers there. That was really fun. And then it's just so funny because, like, if you're standing in line, and I noticed Sandra, and I tried to wave at her, but she was, like I said, second in line. I didn't see any of my other folks that I've previously met there, but I met a lot of other nice people, and it's just so fun to hear everybody strategize, like they walk up to the door and the anticipation and, oh, what's in there? And, and because it's like they roll up this big garage door and they have it all, in there. And it was just like everybody was just like, oh my goodness, they just couldn't wait. They were just shaking in their boots. And she probably did. She was second, like I said. She had her chair and everything. And but then they hear some people, oh, well, like everybody's an expert. Is what I'm trying to get at. If you're just quiet and you listen, everybody's an expert in line. So this gentleman was with his wife, and she was very sweet, and he was like, so, have you been coming a long time? And I'm like, yeah, I've been here, I guess they've been doing it about 7 years, and I've been here since the beginning. I missed 2. One I had someone shop for me, and then last year I didn't get to go. But if you just listened, like the snippets of conversation were hysterical, and then there were so many people that were wanting to learn things, and it was a good experience. I guess last year, they kind of defined how they were doing things a little bit different. Like they'd let 40 people in, and then one would have to come out, and then another could go in, and so forth. I guess last year there were some ladies who were there, who were at the front of the line, who got there really early and started drinking. And they were having mimosas, and they kind of ruined the fun for everybody. Yeah. So I mean, they were. It was as I remember it this year. Quiet. I mean, I was out of there by 10 o'clock. So I mean, and the sale was on until 1. So I'm not sure. And I didn't go back for a second trip because I did so very well. Going through. Yeah, I know, like totally different. And usually I would go and I would see like Scrappers Anonymous would usually out of New York City would be there. But I didn't see any of those t-shirts. And then we just actually we walked through the courtyard. There's a Marriott courtyard in front of the place, and because we had to use the restroom, and Applebee's wasn't open, and we were, far earlier than we have been in years past, because usually I go through the entire sale, maybe once, maybe twice, and then go over and have lunch. And, there wasn't enough people to do that. I mean, I was out by 10 o'clock. I was very, very happy, and, yeah, we just kind of hightailed it out of there. So yeah, it's kind of interesting. But I love to people watch. I do. And just hearing everybody, talking about things, and, the newer folks, who were just like, there was this one young gentleman who was kind of just new to stamping. And oh, this is the paint brushes, the Perfect Pearl brushes, 2-pack there. And then this was the Claudine Helmuth paints. They had two kinds. They had the this type, like a little squeeze bottle, and then they had the ones that are in the pots, the actual pots. Yeah, quite a bit of great stuff. I mean, and I just really like going to their sale because, I've been a fan for a long time of their product, even back to the Adirondack line, even back to when, I think Alcohol Inc. first hit the market 15 years ago, and I remember playing with it then. We didn't know what we were doing, but we tried. And the people are just so lovely there. Just so, so lovely. It's a lot of fun. So that was everything that I brought back from Ranger. I've got to continue the sorting and the going through, and then maybe I'll have, yeah, they used to come up with really cool things. Suze. I follow her on Facebook and Twitter. She's hysterical. Yeah, really nice family. And the owner came out, and I remember being there, like 7 years ago. And maybe not the original sale, the first sale. It might have been maybe 5 years ago. He had a little baby in his arms. Well, that little baby was running around shopping today. It was kind of cute to see. Cute little girl. I bet, Eileen. I bet you she was a hoot. She's a very funny lady on all the social media sites. So I think it might be fun to try out some of those different embossing powders to see what the effect is. If you guys want to do that. What do you think? Try out some of these. Yeah, like I kind of want to see the difference between like this pearl, the frosted crystal, the seafoam white. Well, let's just take them all out here. I know what that looks like. I kind of want to see the difference between these four. I know kind of what they will look like, but so some specialty stamping paper. And let's see. Get my Versamark. And just because I have it there. Oh, maybe we can try this stuff out too. See what that does. Okay. I know it's getting crowded in here, isn't it? So why don't I show this to you first. It's a pretty copper. I have to tell you guys, those cards I made last week, I really like them. I really like how they came out. Oh, that's not too bad. It's really hard for me to see in here. But I think that's got it. And I don't know if you can see the flake in it, but there is some glittery flake in that. I want to get some dark paper to do these lighter colors. Come on. All right. Yeah, we'll just stick with the same little guy. How's that? Okay, so this is the embossing pearl. Oh, and it's not open, even though I thought it was. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe this is why it was on sale. Because you can't open it. It's impossible. Okay. Thought I had an inch there. Alright. Here we go. This sucker was on there. Well, while we're doing it, I think I'm going to like this one a lot. I hope so. I hope it looks like it does in my mind. This is called Frosted Crystal. Come on. Alright, and last one. Okay. And that's kind of like the vanilla custard color. It's called Seafoam White. Okay. Shall we begin again? Let's. Right, let's try that frosted. Frosted Crystal. Let's see what that is. Well, that's kind of interesting. Not what I thought it would be. It's kind of like a watermark. So let's let it focus. It's having trouble finding it, and I can see why. It's kind of like a watermark. And this is like way up close. So that's different. That's our copper. Let's try... Okay, let's try that pearl, embossing pearl silver that we started out with. Kind of want to see that one. It would. because it would create a dam very easily. Ooh, this is pretty. Oh, I really like that. Can you guys pick that up? That's the pearl. So it's not super shiny. I quite like that. Am I taking the Christmas card class? What, from online card classes? Perhaps. This one's called Seafoam White, and to me it's more of a vanilla custard color. Well, that you have the ability to work on your own, right? They just put a class up at a certain time. Is it like the typical $25 and I'll have to go check it out. Like, are you guys doing it like in a group somehow? Like, she doesn't do a live recording. It's like all videos, right? And then you just go watch them and okay, so that's kind of this is called Seafoam White. Whoa. Which to me is like a vanilla custard color. It's actually quite nice. Got a moth in here. Okay. Let's check out the silver and the gold. I don't really have any silver. I have different looking silver. This seems to be very like bigger flake. Oh, well, that's nice they give you PDFs. What is is it 25? Yeah, I'll tell you, it's like a crayon box when you go there. Everything is such pretty colors. And all right, let's try this out. Oh, it's pretty fine detail. Oh, that could be really pretty. but it gets everywhere. There it goes. That one's very sparkly. So here we are. Here's what we've got. Shall we label them? Because I think I did like 10 different kinds. Well, I didn't do them just now, but alright. So this is Frosted Crystal. This one is the Pearl. This one is Seafoam. And then this one, you won't see it in the pen. And as you can tell, I didn't heat it enough, but that's the copper. So that's what we've got. So Frosted Crystal also would be good for watercoloring because it practically disappears. This one is the Pearl Silver color, and it is very pearlized. This one is Seafoam White, and that one's silver. Distress glitter and other glitter? I don't know about glitter. I can show you embossing powder, Barb. I'm not much of a glitter person unless it's like an embossing tinsel so it stays. But I can tell you with the Distress embossing powders that I have used, they give kind of a mottled look. Glitter, I think, is just the color range, to be honest. That's what I think it is. He hit the lotto with... Oh, I know what we wanted to try. We wanted to try this stuff. So it says no ink. Encrusted jewel technique. So I put this stuff away. And let me put in there see. Shall we read? We shall read about it. Alright, let's see how this opens. This is kind of crazy. Of course, they put the label right over top of what you need to get into. Alright, let's see here. Maybe it's on the inside. Ugh. No, I just cut that. Oh, I see. Alright, it's a bag. So it's a bag like that. It says, Franz Encrusted Jewel Technique. Get started. 1. Cut along hinge to separate. Pour mix into tray. Snap lid back on tray for level usage or return powder to bag for secure storage. Okay, so what they're saying is take this off and use this little base here. But I might be a rebel. Okay, sprinkle, mix on paper. No ink required, only gravity keeps it there until melted. Use heat tool from underneath to melt powder. Can do. So let's see what happens. Ooh. Shake it back in the bag. I guess just spread it out. So this looks like it's like plastic foil. Oh, I see some of it opening up. Alright. They had it in a lot of colors. I went for white, thinking snowy. Maybe it's mica flake, I don't know. Can you guys see? It's hard with this dang light. Okay, there you go. Can you see that it's got, there you go. It's got the plastic in it somehow. It's on there too, it's stuck. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. I don't know, I'll have to play around with it and find an application. But definitely for snow. Again, probably last me the rest of my life. Spoonful of Snow, it's called. Embossing powder and elements. It's interesting. It's very interesting. A little bit different. So, different effects. You can get a lot of different effects. I kind of like I like these two quite well. I think this could be good for watercoloring. That could be really great for Christmas. Seems pretty cool. Things I didn't see were like masking sheets, But what I was thinking was, since I was able to get some of this memory glass and I got some of the tape from my staff gift this year, I was going to try and come up with a way to make them like a little Christmas ornament and utilize this, which is why I got these little small sentiments, so I could, you know, potentially get them inside there somehow. And these papers are like practically the right size. It's a really good deal, I think. I mean, I don't know what they sell this for, but they had it by the crap ton. You get 20 little pieces of paper. Kind of neat. See ya. So that's the answer to the embossing powder question. I thought it was pretty smart of me, though, to think of the sepia accents as glue. I mean, on the back of something. I want to take a look at these. I want to see if it's what I think it is. I've never seen 2x2. I've seen microscope slide. I've seen 1x1. I've never seen this size. As I remember, it was kind of pain. Oh, it came right out. Oh, that's a nice size, isn't it? Can you guys make that out? Two by two. That can be a really nice size of glass. Yeah, it is. You're right. And carnival glass, making it to look like carnival glass with the plastic. You know what? I can't think of what it's called. It's like a plastic sheet that comes in all these colors. Rach uses it a lot. So that might be my little idea. So we'll have to see how that works. I'd probably solder on. Well, they make those little things that go right around them. But for me, I'd probably solder on a bail or E6000 on like a bail on the back, and then just run it through. I thought that might be nice. I want to talk to Martha about it because Martha tends to use the scallop tape, and I'd like the finish of that better, but we could try it. It says, let's see, create a window of art by placing a piece of glass on top of your work or sandwiched between two pieces. Seal edges with melted UT. Solder metallic tape, adhesives, or stickers. Embellish glass with rub-ons, wire, beads, dimensional glue, and glitters. Might be nice. I don't know how you add a hanger to the glass, but I've always gone the bail method. That's about the easiest for me. and it's the most affordable. So just show you real quickly what we did last week on Sunday. Just love how they came out. Only took us 4.5 hours to do it. Come up with that idea. Yeah. Thanks. And then this was another one that we did. So I gotta put my thinking cap on to try and come up with something as nice as that for tomorrow. Anybody that was in my Halloween card swap, I'm still waiting on one person's cards. And she has told me that she has mailed them, so I'm gonna kind of give it till Monday, Tuesday in there. Hopefully it'll be in the mail, and then I'll complete the swap, and hopefully by the end of the week everything will go out to you guys. I do love my reindeer. So be looking for that. And that's about all I have to share. I'm going to continue to dig through this stuff and get some gift cards together. Little gift packages together. Yeah, this one was mine, if you guys remember. I got yours, Kara. I got yours. So thanks, everybody, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow morning. Enjoy the day.